big, beautiful, loving planet called Earth. So I was on the internet, not on the internet, on Instagram the other day, and I saw something that was very interesting to me. So I decided to go back to this TV show that I hadn't watched in a very long time, and there are 3 parts to it. Now, I've watched that 70s show. I've watched Eric and Donna and Fez and Kelso and Jackie and that whole friend group. And it's so interesting to watch this new show that's based in the 90s that happened after, that has Eric's kid in it. It has Michael and Jackie's son in it, and it has all kinds of other kids in the show that have a part in it. So this show, that 90s show, the reason I wanted to check it out again is because on Kira Kusarin's Instagram, she posted a video which got me interested in it, in that she plays Betsy Kelso, which is the daughter of Michael, and I can't remember her name. It was played by Shannon Elizabeth in that 70s show, and it looks interesting. So I decided to, hey, why don't I start watching this show again? Because I watched that 70s show, and it was a good show back in that time that I did watch it. And I watched a whole whatever amount of seasons there are. I can't remember exactly right now, but I think it was like 7 or 8 seasons, maybe even more than that. But there are 3 parts to that 90s show, and I was on episode 6, or episode 5 or 6 of the first part. And it's so interesting to see Leah, who's Eric and Donna's daughter, living with her grandparents. For the first part, it's all about her living with her grandparents in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Or is it Milwaukee? I can't remember where they lived in the show, but at least it's been a while since I watched the 70s show. But that 90s show, I'm rewatching it. I've also been reading a lot more of War and Peace. We're on page 727 at this point, out of 1,146 pages, because there's 2 epilogues. I can't remember, it was like over 1,000 pages before the epilogue. So and within the next week or 2, I probably will finish the book. Hopefully, I'm not saying I will, but hopefully I'll finish that, and hopefully we'll get through that 90s show on Netflix and see what happens in part 3 and part 2, because I haven't watched it in a while. I don't think I've watched part 2, or maybe I did. It's been a while. But it's a good show so far, and even though I'm just rewatching part 1, a lot of cool things happen in the show. Anyways, those are the 2 main things I've been focusing on, as well as playing Jurassic World Evolution, which I've talked about that in the past. But at some point, I will finish all of these books that I have, all of these TV shows that I want to watch, and this comic book compendium and all of that stuff, and watch as many movies as I possibly can. Getting ready for the trip in a couple weeks. I know you're probably sick and tired of me talking about all of these things, but the fact is that I'm gonna talk about books. I'm gonna talk about TV shows. I'm gonna talk about movies. I'm gonna talk about going to Disneyland, California Adventure, and Universal Studios. I'm gonna talk about getting haircuts, and talk about VidCons and other things of that, other events or things of that nature, for as long as I do this YouTube channel, however long that may be. It's definitely going to be up to year 65, and we're only on year 12, so heading towards year 13. So it'll be a long time, but I still have a lot of things I want to, a lot of TV shows, a lot of movies, a lot of books, a lot of tasks to do in my life before I die. And some of them may be from home, some of them may be at the movie theater, some of them may be at an amusement park, some of them may be at a YouTube convention or a comic book convention or a streaming platform convention. that being Twitch, fan expos, those sorts of things, those sorts of events, concerts, all of that stuff. But I like to focus most of my time on watching TV shows I haven't watched in a while, or reading books I've never read, or going to see movies that I've never seen in theaters, or going to an amusement park, or places like that. And it's not going to be, excuse me, it's not going to be fun and exciting times for everything, but I thought I'd just go over every TV show, or not every TV show, but the TV show that I started getting back into, the books that I want to read, the video games I want to play. All of that stuff plays a factor in my life and how I live my life. Anyways, I think that's where we end today's vlog. We only have 1 week left of August before we move into September. So I've kind of started to not change completely, but add start figuring out weekly or monthly tasks for September. I'm not saying that all of them are going to be the same. Some might change, some might not. But we'll just have to wait and see. So next Saturday is the monthly task for August. And there were 7 items I had on that list. Next month it might be 8, might be 9, might be 10. I'm not sure yet. Or it might be less than 7. It might be 5, or it might be 6, or it might be 3, or it might be 4, or it might be 10. I don't know at this point how many monthly task items I'm gonna have for September. But I'll let you know when we get there next Sunday. So, anyways, we got a couple of birthdays to wish, so let's just dive into that. I want to wish Alana Pierce a happy birthday, Brittany Louise Taylor a happy birthday, John Green a happy birthday. Let's see, who else do we got here on the 24th? Alexis Rupp a happy birthday, Kelsey Christine Plum a happy 30th birthday, Chad Michael Murray a happy birthday, and Mary Padian, P-A-D-I-A-N, a happy birthday today as well. And that does it for birthdays today on this 24th day of August 2024. And I will see you tomorrow with a brand new vlog. And bye-bye.